Injuries that ended careers of the top 10 greatest NBA players. Even in a sport that isn't known for intense physical contact, the history of the NBA is littered with guys whose careers were cut short or were dramatically cut short. To make it in any professional sporting league, including the NBA, you must have a combination of abilities that few other people on the planet possess. But once you make it to the NBA, anyone will tell you that the two most important abilities among them are durability and availability. Let's continue with our video and take a look at the top 10 finest players whose careers have been marred by injury. Greetings everyone! Hello there and thank you for visiting our YouTube channel. This is where we talk about the most recent news, rumors, and viewpoints. The top 10 finest players whose careers have been tarnished by injury. So let's get started, but first, if you haven't already done so, please subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on any future NBA material. Number 10. Yao Ming was the first overall pick in the 2002 NBA draft, and with his massive size and impressive skills, he established himself as one of the best centers in the game. Yemen fractured his left ankle in the 2009 playoffs, and due to his height, all 7 feet 6 inches of it, he only played 5 more games in his career. It was always going to be crucial to manage his knees and ankles, and when he couldn't return from an ankle injury in 2009, he had to retire from basketball. He was inducted into the Hall of Fame last year with Shaquille O'Neal and Allen Iverson. In 486 league games, Yao averaged 19 points, 9.2 rebounds, and 1.9 blocks per game. He was an 8-time NBA All-Star and one of the most popular players in the league. Number 9. Jay Williams is a musician from the United States. After one of the most accomplished collegiate careers in NCAA history, Jay Williams was intended to be one of the pillars around which the post-Michael Jordan-era Chicago Bulls were to be constructed. After a solid rookie season in Wichita, Williams was taken with the number 2 overall choice in the 2002 NBA draft by the Bulls. Williams earned the first triple-double by a Bulls player since Jordan himself. Williams was engaged in a self-defeating motorbike accident after he collided with a street light on his Yamaha R6 motorcycle. Williams' injuries included a severed main nerve in his leg, a fractured pelvis, and 3 dislocated ligaments. The damage was so severe that he needed physical therapy just to regain the use of his leg. Those injuries instantly zapped him over the athletic ability he displayed while at Duke University, and he never played in a meaningful NBA game again during his rookie season. Number 8. Danny Manning. Danny Manning was the namesake player of the 1988 University of Kansas Laybacks basketball team nicknamed Danny and the Miracles, who went on to win the national championship. However, after the loss, the Los Angeles Clippers selected him as the first overall pick in the 1988 NBA draft. Manning only played in 26 games as a rookie after tearing his anterior circulate ligament. Recovery from such an injury was much more difficult back then, and Manning never fully recovered or made good on the promise he made. Number 7. Brad Daugherty. Brad had a strong start to his career, averaging 15.7 points and 8.1 rebounds per game as a rookie while shooting an efficient 53.8%. As a result of his efforts, he was chosen to be the NBA's all-rookie first team. Daugherty was a 2-time All-American at North Carolina, the first overall choice in the 1986 NBA draft, and the all-time top scorer for the Sea Level and Cavaliers when he retired. But due to a persistent back problem, he was forced to retire at the age of 28. During the 1993 to 1994 season, he never played another game. Number 6. Allen Houston. Allen Houston was the heir apparent to the great John Starks for the New York Knicks, and was a key member of the team that advanced to the 1999 NBA Finals, and Knicks eventually signed Houston to a maximum contract extension worth of $20 million per year and received virtually no return on said investment, and subsequently went through a myriad of injury problems between 2003 and his premature retirement in 2005, missing over 100 games due to injury. Keep yours. Number 5. Andrew Bynum. Andrew Bynum was drafted 10th overall in the 2005 NBA draft, with high expectations. He was a beast at St. Joseph High School, averaging 22.4 points, 16.8 rebounds, and 5.3 blocks in his senior season. Andrew was expected to be the next Great Lakes center, following in the footsteps of George McConnell, Wilt Chamberlain, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, and Shaquille O'Neal. Bynum's persistent knee troubles were the cat's meow, so to speak. He did not work as hard as he should have in order to reduce his weight. Andrew was hurt while bowling with the Lakers, which added to the burden on his knees in recovering. With All-Star Paul Gasol, Bynum made a Twin Tower combo. The strength was supplied by Bynum, while the finesse was offered by gasoline. Andrew was a key cog in the Lakers' post-Shaq 2P with a core that included Kobe Bryant, Lamar Odom, and Paul Gasol. The Lakers were able to beat the Boston Celtics and the All-Right No Magic to becoming world champions on August 10, 2012. The Lakers should sell them to the 76ers in a multi-team trade. Andrew has never been the same after the Dwight Howard deal. He was in the league at the age of 27 after 3 failed experiences with Philadelphia, Cleveland, and Indiana. Number 4. Jamel Nash. Those 6'8" small forwards spent 12 seasons in the NBA, and if it weren't for knee injuries, they could have played longer and put up bigger statistics. In his rookie season, Small Mashburn averaged 19.2 points, 4.5 rebounds, and 3.4 assists per game. As Mashburn began to break out with his prolific scoring, injuries crept in. He was able to overcome his earlier injuries, making an all-star appearance in the 2002 to 2003 season, where he played all 82 games. The following season, he was riddled with injuries, resulting in microfracture surgery. Number 3. Sampson. Ralph Sampson, a 7'4" forward, was taken first overall in the NBA draft by the Houston Rockets. 2 years later, Michael Jordan was selected third overall in the same draft. Olajuwon Sampson, who played with Hakeem, led the Rockets to the NBA Finals. It's the Los Angeles Lakers, thanks to an amazing upset of the fabled Showtime. Sampson hit a game-winning buzzer-beating jumper to win that series, but he injured his knee on the next season and returned to the floor much too soon, resulting in cartilage damage and a slew of additional problems that plagued him for the remainder of his career. Number 2 is Chris Bosh, CBS. The Miami Heat's Big Three's third member, Chris Bosh, came close to signing a max contract with the Houston Rockets in 2014, but opted to stay in Miami even after LeBron James returned home to sea level. Just months later, Bosh was admitted to a Miami hospital for lung tests, where doctors discovered a blood clot in one of his lungs. He was able to briefly return to the court before doctors discovered yet another blood clot, this time in his leg. The risks of recurrent medical problem were just too significant, and Bosh was forced to leave the NBA. First and foremost, Trace McGrath. McGrath began his career with Toronto Raptors before joining the Orlando Magic in 2000 for his rookie season. He rapidly established himself as one of the league's most powerful and gifted players, averaging 26.8 points, 7.5 rebounds, and 4.6 assists per game after joining the Houston Rockets in 2004. In May 2008, McGrath had arthroscopic surgery on both his left shoulder and left knee, missing the remainder of the season. McGrath's lingering knee ailments caused him to spend the rest of his NBA career in backup minutes with the Abscess, Knicks, Hawks, and Spurs. McGrath was a 7-time All-Star, 2-time NBA scoring champion, and 7-time All-NBA selection, but his career came to an end in a terrible way. When a player was actually regarded as Kobe's closest opponent at his prime, injuries are frequent in professional sports, but they may occasionally be so terrifying and horrible that they can wreck a player's career. So, which athlete do you think would have been the most successful if they hadn't been injured? Let us know your thoughts in the comments area below. I hope you enjoyed the video. Give it a thumbs up if you did, and don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss out on any future fascinating videos. Have a wonderful day.